So Mumkey Jones has been completely yeeted off of YouTube in its entirety. He even got his original Twitter account banned as well. And the reasons that were given for it is because YouTube didn't like the fact that he was uploading videos on Elliot Rogers. The one thing that I want to make very clear is I watched Mumkey's videos, I've watched some of his Elliot Rogers stuff, right? He's just fascinated with the guy. Elliot Rogers is a fascinating gentleman. But the thing is, by being fascinated with someone doesn't mean that you support the things that they say or do, and you don't support their overall cause. Like, for example, I made a video on General Butt Naked, right? I think he's fascinating in regards to some of his actions and the way that the man thinks. I still completely think that the man should swing for everything that he did. See, in regard as far as the Elliot Rogers goes on YouTube, there may be a small amount of people, probably incels, who revere him and think he's amazing and think he's brilliant and blah blah blah. The vast majority, 99%, probably more than that, we think he's a meme. We think he's a loser. We think he's someone that should be made fun of and joked about. Like, none of us hold him up there in, like, reverence or anything like that. We think he's a point of mockery. We think he is the best example of a loser. A loser who did something extremely shitty because he couldn't get his way. That is what we actually think about Elliot Rogers, but we include him in memes and stuff like that, not out of reverence, but because he's a joke. We think of him as a joke, and Mumkey felt the exact same way. He just found the guy fascinating. You can find someone fascinating but still think that they're a piece of shit at the end of the day. And see, if you look at Mumkey's conversations between YouTube support on Twitter, like, YouTube support were just not given any valid reasons. There are tons of videos of Elliot Rogers online. Mumkey didn't actually like the guy. Mumkey thought he was a piece of shit. He just found the guy fascinating and wanted to make videos on him, and that is all it was. And for that, YouTube completely annihilated all of Mumkey's channels. He tried to make new ones and they took those down as well. Fortunately, it seems that he's able to find alternative platforms. It seems like he's moving to Pornhub. His Patreon has went right up as well. So hopefully Mumkey's going to be fine and he's going to be able to keep making content. But seeing YouTube doing this, see, one of the main things that stops, like, terrible things or terrible people from becoming scary is the ability to mock them. It's the ability to make fun of them. You know, I do it all the time with terrible events. Like, I've done it with the Holocaust, I've done it with World War II, I've done it with 9/11, I've done it with, you know, the prospect of me going to jail. Because joking about terrible things makes them seem less scary. That's it. Comedy actually is a healing process. Comedy actually helps diffuse things from becoming so terrifying and so overreaching. But the way YouTube is operating is, don't make fun of Elliot Rogers, don't mention Elliot Rogers, don't mock Elliot Rogers or any of those things. They're treating him like he's Voldemort, he who shall not be named, he who shall not be discussed. That in itself is probably a point of reverence. That's you revering him, saying that he is above and beyond mockery, and you'll protect him from that. Like, do you think that anybody is going to watch any video that makes fun of Elliot Rogers and want to be him? No. If someone is regarded as a joke, as a loser, then nobody is going to want to copycat that and end up becoming that and regarding that themselves. Like, Elliot Rogers' memory is one of absolute mockery and disdain. That is why we make fun of him so much. Like, that is why Elliot Rogers to us is a joke. Because he's a fucking loser. He was a loser that did terrible things. None of us actually support it. We support making fun of him, because the more and more you make fun of people like that, nobody's want to do that. Nicholas Cruz, a Stoneman Douglas, was a pathetic loser. He was an absolute gimp. And see, if you allow people to make funny stuff like that and totally shit all over his memory, like a lot of mass shooters, they want reverence, they want fear, they want people to fear them and look up to them and aspire to them and all of this bullshit. See, if you make fun of them to the point where no one would ever even consider wanting to actually be like that, that's a good thing. Elliot Rogers, Nicholas Cruz, and all of these other absolute loser mass shooters, right, they're gimps, they're losers, they deserve to be made fun of. And by you deleting Mumkey's channel is just proof that we aren't allowed to do that. We aren't allowed to make fun of these people. We aren't allowed to brand them as losers. We aren't allowed to just hold them up there as nothing but a meme. That's all Elliot Rogers is, a meme, and one of the biggest losers that's ever existed in history. We don't revere him. I have no idea why YouTube has done this. I've no idea why they've branded as Elliot Rogers as unmockable. where if you try and mention him in any way, your channel and your livelihood can be completely taken away from you. That's just a complete step backwards. Like, comedy, when you make jokes about something or make fun of something, that isn't reverence. It's disdain and mockery. That is what Mumkey was doing. It's what I do. It's what vast majority of other people do in regards to Elliot Rodgers and other mass shooters. We make fun of them. They're nothing but jokes to us. They're losers. And you're seeing this a lot now as well, like with Patreon, with Sargon over his comments. Like, his Patreon got deleted, which is why even me personally and loads of people have moved over to Subscribestar, because I rarely get a video monetized. So Patreon is my primary income, and I don't want to just wake up one morning and realise it's gone. My Patreon is gone. It's not there anymore, and just that's it. That is my income gone. So I need a backup. So I've moved over to Subscribestar, and I'm just sort of praying that Subscribestar isn't going to become another maker support. But as far as, well, PayPal have already yeeted Subscribestar. And I think Subscribestar is still going to use Stripe, which has in the past yeeted a lot of people as well, because, you know, there is a payment platform monopoly that is going actively against, you know, far-right opinions. You know, sometimes they'll correctly hit a far-right person, which I don't support. And the vast majority of the time, they hit people who aren't far right even by any measure. You know, some of them that have been hit are even centre left or just centre right or just full on centrist. And it's just a case of they're trying to control public discourse. They don't want you to be able to make content by having it profitable. Like, there's even one guy as well, Tim Squirrel, who actively goes out of his way to deplatform people that he called alt-right. And the examples that he gave for alt-right was Sargon, me, Dave Cullen, and all of those people as well. So see, even if you actually have a normal real-world job, these people will try and get you fired. And then if you then try to make money from your activism to make it profitable so that you can continue to pay your bills and focus on your activism, they will take that away from you as well. For some of these people, they will not be happy until you're literally in the street begging. And that's what some of them are trying to do. That's what Tim Squirrel is trying to do. That's what people like Jared Holt are trying to do. That's what people like Sleeping Giants are trying to do. They're trying to completely destroy the livelihood of a person just because they disagree with them. Like, never mind the alt-right or the Nazi stuff. They know personally fine well that these people aren't alt-right and aren't Nazis. It's just simply people that they disagree with. Instead of these people reflecting on their ideas and improving them and going, okay, maybe what I believed before wasn't correct and wasn't accurate, they are instead seeking to completely destroy a person instead. Totally malicious, totally malevolent, trying to completely destroy a person instead of reflecting on their own ideas. Because some of us, the very act of us just opening our mouths is enough to shatter their worldview, and they can't stand it. And the ironic thing is, these people that go after white supremacists and Nazis are some of the most prideful people that you will ever come across in your life. So proud, in fact, that they will absolutely refuse to admit that they are wrong, no matter how much facts and evidence that you pile in front of them. We've actually got a term for these people. We call them Westboroughs, after the Westboro Baptist Church, where no amount of facts or reasoning or anything will convince this person otherwise. They are a full-on ideologue, and if you try to use facts or reasons against them, they will try and destroy you through malicious and malevolent methods. Like, this is pretty much what YouTube did to Mumkey, but on a more extreme scale. People are trying to do it via Patreon and other payment processors and other platforms to get rid of people just for being edgy. Just for being edgy and disagreeing with them. You know, it's happened to Milo, it's happened to Sargon, you know, Gavin McInnes, he got completely yeeted as well. Mumkey, as far as I know, Mumkey wasn't even political. Mumkey wasn't even political, he just liked to make edgy content. That was all I've seen him do. I've not even seen him, I've watched some of his videos, I've never even seen him reference politics. He just likes to make edgy content, but this is the thing that we're seeing now, like, the YouTube golden age is over. I've said this before, you know, the days of Filthy Frank and iDubbbz and all of that good shit is over. It's over. People like this can't survive on YouTube anymore. YouTube are terrified of another adpocalypse, so they're trying to get rid of everybody like this. You know, if Mumkey is gone, it'll probably end up being me next, because I make a lot of edgy jokes. It could be anyone that sort of wants to make edgy jokes, which are personally my favourite kind of jokes. They're going to be deleted from YouTube. All of it is going to be gone. You know, the YouTube golden age is coming to a close, where all you're going to get is family-friendly stuff, cat videos, and makeup tutorials, or people that just virtue signal constantly. Like, that is going to be the only type of content that you will get on YouTube. Advertiser-friendly. and this is the age that we're now in. Like, Mumkey's channel was taken down for absolutely nonsense reasons, and if you watch the exchange between him and YouTube, Mumkey annihilated the person. Mumkey completely came out on top. Mumkey, like, completely destroyed every single argument that the YouTube representative put towards him. Mumkey should have his channel back. Mumkey did absolutely nothing wrong.